lunchtime grip training session. So I've got my digital scales. So this is the coin lift from Gripcraft. 17.05 kilos. So this is very heavy, probably a little bit too heavy for me. Give it a go. This is way smaller than the halfpenny. Nice little thing. So that's from Ukraine. So it's always useful. It's always good to support people, especially their local post office was literally bombed. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. So you know, any support you can give them by buying their products is good. Right, let's try the halfpenny. So I'll show you the difference. That's the Gripcraft halfpenny. You see how much bigger it is. So most people never in their life will they lift 17 kilos on the Gripcraft halfpenny, but it doesn't mean they can't. They just want to. They just need to put the time in and have a bit of fun with it. You know, people tend to be interested in what they're good at. And if someone finds that they've got a talent in it, I'm sure the numbers would go up as far as how many people do this sort of thing. So this is same weight, halfpenny, probably maybe a little bit heavier. Let's just see what the total is of that. So that's 17 and a quarter. So a lot easier. Let's go up a half kilogram, or let's do a whole kilogram up, 18 kilos. So it's going to be 18 and a quarter. Not the best weather for halfpenny. I find when it's a beautiful sunny day like this, the chalk just gets a little bit powdery. It slips a bit, so it's not necessarily as grippy. So if you've got less dry conditions, it's just things just grippier. You can lift a bit more weight anyway. So 18 and a quarter. Let's put on a half kilo. Starting to get sore already. I could feel it's not as grippy as you know. On some days, it just feels like it's slipping a little. So. 18 and 3/4 kilos. You're wondering the height of the lift. I'll do that. It's way over so considerably over the competition lifting height. I prefer to train slightly higher lifts, just because then when I'm doing, I will certainly do a lot of bar, you know, sort of height bar lifts before competition, just so that I'm used to the lifting position, but I'd rather get the strength up by getting higher lifts. So let's put another half kilogram on. So this is now going to be 19 and a quarter kilos. This is now really heavy, so I'm strong enough, it's really sort of starting to shift my skin on the thumb, so it does wear your skin out, this sort of lift. I'll just double check what that weight is, just so I know what I'm putting onto it. So yeah, so 19 and a quarter. It's got to 19 and 3/4. There's another ½ kilo. I always use loose chalk. I don't like liquid chalk. Block chalk is a problem for me. It's good on the equipment, not so good on my hands when I'm competing. Just doesn't seem to grip any better, you know. So often, if I'm doing, if there's no loose chalk available, as chalk has literally been stored loose. If there's none of that available, and I'm having to just use block chalk, I'll put a bit on my hands, but I'll brush it down as much as I can. I'll try and get as much off my fingers, so it's more about just keeping dry fingers. Just put it on the equipment and then brush it down. So this is very, very heavy now. So on the scale, it's okay, 19.65. So yeah, 19.65. So just shows variation between plates. I'm going to put on a little bit more weight. Got one of these nice little 0.125 fractional plates, just to get back on target, because I want to be lifting certain jumps in the weight today. So it's now 19.9. Okay. How does that make sense? Just double check. Yeah. Oh well. I suspect that previous measurement might have been off a little, but the scales are calibrated, so this is very heavy. It's nearly 20. Okay, now 20 doesn't happen very often. I'll take that off and put the other quarter back on. It's a pretty special thing to get over 20, you know, get 20 kilos, a half penny. That's 20 exactly, so that's nice. I think that now I'm lifting close to this weight. If we have a few rainy days, it'll really help my confidence, because things will be a little less slippy. Obviously keeping everything dry. I don't get equipment wet, but it just means the chalk's going to stick a little bit better. When I brush it off, it's not just turning to dust. So an attempt at 20 kilos. Yes! Yeah! I don't think I'm going to be able to lift any more than that, but that's brilliant. So I'm on target. It's brilliant. We'll get on to the next bit of equipment for the training now.